Okay, so you just got the Poco X2, and while it's a great phone, there aren't a lot of notch wallpapers that can make use of this hole punch right here. Well, let's just cut to the chase, and if you're looking for a good wallpaper that makes use of the hole punch, I'm here for you guys. Hey guys, this is Varun from Guiding Tech, and today I'll be presenting 20 unique wallpapers that I personally made during my process of learning Photoshop, because why not? Let's get started. Okay, so I'm gonna kick things off with this kinda official looking wallpaper from Poco. I mean, it's not from Poco, but it looks like it's from Poco. See, the thing is, they have this signature yellow tone which looks amazing. Also, I made two iterations of this, one with the logo and one without the logo, both of which will look good on your home screen because they're both smooth AF. Okay, so I did mention Samsung at the beginning of this video, and the thing is, when the Galaxy A90 launched, they did come with this Mickey Mouse wallpaper, and I thought of modding it a bit to make it look better on our Poco X2. Now, speaking of things that point towards this punch hole camera, this is a very unique looking wallpaper. This is a little cartoonish, and a little tip here: if you actually plan on using this wallpaper, do not cluster your home screen because adding a lot of icons to this will make things a little claustrophobic, so don't do that. Now, one reason why I prefer phones with pop-up cameras is that, well, they don't spy on your face at all times, which kind of brings me to this next wallpaper. Now, I am a gamer, and when it comes to gaming, yes, I support PC Master Race, but if you have to choose between consoles, it's a tough call. So, well, I decided to go with both. So you have a PS4 and you have an Xbox One. Now, this cleverly hides the punch hole inside the touchpad of the PS4 controller, and the whole wallpaper looks pretty neat, and I really do like it. Now, speaking of games, I grew up playing a lot of Pac-Man, and how could I let that go? So yeah, there's this wallpaper which sees our protagonist Pac-Man eating its food while the monsters are coming for it from the other direction. Now, if you want a little more minimalism, how about this wallpaper of just a couple of bulbs hanging by from the punch hole. Yeah, the bulbs are just hanging from the punch hole, and the thing that makes this wallpaper look really great is that the grey color and the yellows really go in contrast to one another, and it just looks, well, appealing. Now, I do a lot of overthinking, and if you do too, you also have a very clouded mind, which brings us to this next wallpaper about a cloudy mind. Now, I love the shade of blue that's going on here, and add an icon pack of some white in here and it will look amazing. Okay, so I'm sure if you've searched for hole punch wallpapers or practically any wallpapers online, you must have come across a lot of superhero wallpapers. I'm still new to Photoshop, so I haven't made a lot of great ones, but here's a Deadpool one for you. It kind of hides the hole punch inside the eyes of the main character, and honestly I do like it. Plus the red color looks great. Now, speaking of characters, this one actually required a bit of more effort. So it hides the hole punch inside the glasses of the cool emoji, and the rest of the emojis just add on to the whole element, making it look like a very neat and sort of a backish wallpaper that I do like a lot. Now, while we're on the topic of cleverly hiding that punch hole camera, here's another Poco wallpaper for you guys. So basically, it adds a yellowish stroke to the hole punch camera and highlights the whole circuitry of the device. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will really enjoy having this on your phone. Now, in terms of cleverly hiding that punch hole camera, here's another wallpaper that I made of ping pong. Now, it's super minimal, it's just black and white, and it works great for dark mode as well as adding a lot of elements while having a minimal background in the back. So the previous wallpaper looks a lot like having an outline of the hole punch camera. Did I just say outline? Okay, now I know a lot of you guys can already see where this is going, and I decided to make one for our beloved Poco X2. This looks really great, and honestly, I might not be using it as my home screen wallpaper, but it is definitely being used as my lock screen wallpaper because it looks amazing. Now, while we're on the topic of lines, here's another one of some spilling lines. I've seen a lot of these kind of wallpapers online, and I wanted to take my own shot at this. It's not great, but I do admire the green and yellowish gradient that's going on one side while having the blacks on the other. Okay, so that was a good wallpaper, but it is not even nearly as good as this one. It's like having a lot of hole punches on the entire screen, and to be honest, this one is one of the most cleverest way of hiding that hole punch camera. Now my work does require me to stay focused at a lot of times, which kind of brings about this wallpaper. And the thing is, this was a tough one to make because I had to work with a lot of layers in order to especially add that background graffiti. But the end result looks absolutely stunning, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will appreciate it as well. So far, I've talked about a lot of wallpapers, but do you know which one is my favorite? This iPhone one. So it hides the dual selfie camera inside the triple cameras of the iPhone 11 Pro, and it does it so seamlessly that I absolutely love this one. Now if you want something super simple, this melting grey and black wallpaper should be right up your alley. It works especially great for dark mode, which is that it saves a lot of battery while still not putting a lot of strain on your eyes. Now my love for Poco doesn't end with all the 2 wallpapers that I've made previously, so here's another one. So this one also has 2 iterations, and you can choose to either hide the hole punch inside the numbers or maybe embrace the hole punch life with this yellowish accent to it. Okay, so this video would not be complete without showing some love for guiding tech, like obviously. So I have this minimal text going off our main company's name, and it looks great. Well, that was it. Now I'm sure a lot of you guys are wondering, where do I download these wallpapers from? And the thing is, there's no complex process for it. There's a download link for G Drive inside the description box. Just click on it, download it, install it on your Poco X2, have fun. Also, if you have any more suggestions or if you have any more changes required, make sure to comment below and I'll post a new updated version on our Twitter handle as well. This is Varun from Guiding Tech, and I'll see you in the next one.